Greetings everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about how WorkSafe New Brunswick is delusional about what they're doing to injured workers. Um, they don't see themselves as doing anything wrong. Ignorance is not an excuse. They sent me a letter. It was dated February 18th. And in the letter they said that, and quote, of course it's on the screen, we understand that you have submitted a complaint to Miramichi Police regarding what you consider a violation of your rights. That process is independent from our office and will take its due course. Okay. Well, I'd like to clarify something for WorkSafe New Brunswick. I did not go to the police because I felt my rights were violated. Yes, I do feel my rights were violated, my constitutional rights. But that is not the reason why I went to the police. The reason I went to the police is because WorkSafe New Brunswick, its employees, the individuals, the case managers, the directors, the secretaries, the CEO, the vice president, I'm not sure how many of each, but those people have committed crimes against the public, violations of the Criminal Code of Canada. As explained in my previous video, everyone is criminally negligent who, in doing anything or in omitting to do anything that is his duty to do, shows wanton or reckless disregard for the lives or safety of other persons. This is the first law that WorkSafe New Brunswick has been breaking and has been breaking for some time. This is one criminal charge that I'm bringing you to justice on. I'm not charges have yet to be laid, but are in the process. The evidence has been submitted. I want WorkSafe New Brunswick to be clear of something. They are violating the criminal code on a daily basis. 423 is the other section that they're violating on a daily basis. And this covers intimidation, and I'm not going to get into it too heavily as I've explained it in detail in my previous video and how it affects WorkSafe New Brunswick. But they are doing this on a daily basis, if not hourly basis, if not minute basis, because every time that they talk to somebody, that they force somebody to do something, either to go to work when they're not able to, or to go to a treatment session or something that the client doesn't agree with. Maybe in contrast of what the client's doctor had suggested or recommended. Every time that they get you to do this, and they use the term or say that you have to do it or we're not going to pay you your benefits or we'll cut you off, they wield that like it's a weapon. Like they have their finger on the trigger at all times, and if you step out of line in any way, shape, or form, they're going to pull the trigger. That's essentially it. They're going to cut you off, and you're not going to have any money. You won't have a roof over your head. You won't be able to pay your bills. And if you're a victim of 21-210, there's a good chance you're already struggling very hard as it is. So WorkSafe knows that you're having a very hard time surviving, and in knowing that, that gives them leverage to tell you that they'll cut you off. Well, this is a violation of the Criminal Code of Canada, Section 423, Section B. They're not allowed to intimidate you, and they're not allowed to threaten punishment, whether it be inflicted in Canada or any other country in the world. Now, WorkSafe, they may say that it's not punishment to withhold your pay as a means of forcing you to do or not to do something. However, we as a society use monetary value as punishment on a daily basis. If you're stopped for speeding, you're fined. If it's anything via the highway, unless you are a danger to others, it's a fine. As well as a lot of other crimes that happen in our society are punished with fines. So therefore, taking money from you in one way or another and threatening to do so is indeed punishment. The Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms gives us the right of protection from cruel and unusual treatment or punishment. Section 12 reads as follows. Everyone has the right not to be subjected to any cruel and unusual treatment or punishment. Now, I have done research into what this means in the case law and the statute, and this section of our Constitution only deals with the penal process. Okay, so, but in one sense, what WorkSafe is doing to everybody and telling them that they're going to stop payment of their benefits if you don't do this or if you do that, they're threatening punishment, cruel and unusual punishment, because they're not just threatening to fine you, they're threatening to cut off all your money. So not only are they threatening cruel and unusual punishment, but they made themselves the judge, jury, and executioners. The case manager, the person at the Grand Bay Rehabilitation Center that may have told you that they'll cut you off. They've essentially made themselves the law in this case and have determined that if you do this, you will be punished in this manner. Well, that is a violation of our Constitution, as taking all your money away from you as a means of punishment is definitely cruel and unusual punishment, which we are protected from under the Constitution. In conclusion, I want to be very clear for WorkSafe New Brunswick and its employees. On a daily basis, you are violating the Criminal Code of Canada. You are committing crimes against the people. I'm not saying that everybody who works for WorkSafe New Brunswick is involved in this. You may or may not be as an employee of WorkSafe. What I am saying is that there are criminal elements happening within WorkSafe New Brunswick where individuals who work for the organization are breaking the Criminal Code of Canada and victimizing the public, the injured workers. Please understand that if you are involved in this, if you are one of the individuals breaking the criminal code, you have the right to a fair trial and even to go as far as to be judged by a jury of your peers, depending on what you elect. So my evidence, the evidence of the people, only gives grounds for an investigation, and the investigation will lead to a trial. As said in the letter, the process will take its due course. Please be aware that you, as an employee of WorkSafe New Brunswick, are possibly violating the Criminal Code of Canada when you deal with people, when you deal with your clients or the clients of WorkSafe. Ignorance is not an excuse. If you're breaking the law and it's found that you are in violation and you get charged, claiming that you were unaware of what you were doing was illegal does not help in any way, shape, or form. I wish you, as an individual going before the judicial process, the best of luck in your case, and I honestly hope that what we have come out of all of this is a fair judgment for everybody, for every individual involved. It is time that we, the people, give the government something to fear. Thank you, and good day.